Welcome back. So last time we have finished our deployment, but our test didn't work yet. And the testing thing is actually not too bad. What we need to do is we need to also add, like we had deployment strategy, we will also need like test strategies. So we're going to go here and add properties, and I think it's called test strategy. We're just gonna say I want to execute performance tests. Okay, and what we also need is a test file for that, which is a Chemita file, which we're going to download from the Keptn examples repository. I will put a link in the video description below. Let's see. Yeah, it should be this one, load.jmx. And we want to download it actually. Can I download it? I guess. Or we'll just download it via the UI here. So wget load.jmx. And what I also need to do, so I have my shipyard file, I edited that, and that is my home directory. So I will add this again. So Keptn add resource project my awesome project -- resource equals shipyard YAML. Nice. And then I will go to my downloads folder and say Keptn add resource -- project my awesome project. However, this is now a file we want associated to our service, and it's the service called foobar, and it is related to the stage QA, so we also need to add stage QA. The resource is load.jmx, and it should be put to, that's why we need resource URI. I think it is jmeter, and let me double check this. There is a default config for jmeter, which can be found in the Keptn repos jmeter service readme. So basic check is basic check, yep. And then we have performance, which is load.jmx as well. So yeah, so this is my right terminal. So we put it into jmeter load.jmx. And if we trigger our delivery again, this might work, might also not work, we will see. I think there is one more step we need to do, which is adding an endpoints YAML, so jmeter knows where to run a test to. But let's refresh the screen. We see delivery. In dev, it's already finished. That was quick, and in QA we are now. Test delivery is running. But there's nothing happening in here, I think. Let me refresh. Okay, there's nothing happening. Troubleshooting time, I guess. What to do when something like that happens? Well, you look at the uniform screen, see if the service that should be triggered, which is jmeter service, is here and prints any errors. In this case, it doesn't. Okay. Next step, use a tool of your choice to investigate the logs of jmeter service. I'm just going to use kubectl. We need namespace Keptn. We want logs of the deployment jmeter service, and I'm just gonna want to have the logs of all containers. And we actually cannot see anything in here. So this timestamp doesn't, oh, actually, yes, it does match. It's like 1 hour off. It has received tester triggered, but it doesn't look like it has done anything with this message or with this tester triggered event. Okay, let me pause the video for troubleshooting. And I'm already back. So there is an error message here. This is just like badly presented by the kubectl CLI. The error message with the same timestamp, unable to create the test info. no deployment URI is included in the event. It should still not be like that. That is a bug, I think, that has been fixed with Keptn 0.13, and we are with Keptn 0.12. So yeah, that is a bug. But yeah, I know what it is. We need to abort this sequence, and we need to add an endpoints YAML file in this stage, which I will also take from here. So there is, what does the endpoints YAML file look like? I will go here and create a new file. It looks like this: service name dot namespace port 80 protocol HTTP. So we have the service called foobar in the namespace my awesome project dash QA, and port 80 is, I think, correct. I'm going to call it endpoints.yaml. And we need to take a look at the Keptn docs quickly. Verify in the delivery section here what it needs to be called. So this is like the step that I left earlier, adding the endpoints YAML. But I'm doing it on demand, so we can live and learn, right? So we need to say Keptn. I'm in the wrong directory. So there we go. Keptn add resource minus project my awesome project minus service foobar. I don't want to add it to all stages because it's just for a stage QA. And the resource is called endpoints.yaml, and it needs to be put into Helm endpoints.yaml. Okay, right. I'm missing a space here. Okay, and now we can go to the different terminal again and trigger the delivery again. No, where was it? Was it here? There we go. This is the delivery I want to trigger. And let's refresh. So the dev stage has already finished. We're now in the QA stage, and you can now see tests. There's a spinner. So yes, our tests have started. We've fixed the problem. So tests are running. And what will happen is those tests take, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 minutes. And then at some point, it actually tells us operation unsuccessful here. So something failed with JMeter. I guess we can investigate here. It doesn't tell us. Also, good thing, we already checked the logs, right? Let's do it again. Let's see. So because we are using minus all containers here, we're getting the logs of many containers. Well, let's focus on the actual JMeter service container and see what's going on. So it says cannot reach URL foobar, operation unsuccessful after 3 retries. Let's see what the deployment has finished with. The deployment has finished with deployment URI foobar my awesome project -QA port 80. So that should be okay. I will troubleshoot that, and I will get back in a second. And I'm back, and the reason why this isn't working is exactly what is written in the logs. It can't find foobar. So my mistake was that I basically said, oh, the service, this is like a Kubernetes fully qualified host name, and I was under the impression it should be the same as the service name that I defined, but I actually just checked by going into the namespace my awesome project QA, and I said get services, and here you can see the service is actually called hello service. So I'm copying that name, replacing foobar with hello service. And if you wonder why it's called like that, it's very simple. That's what most likely is written in the Helm chart. So it's out of the control of Keptn, out of my control. I should have checked that before I deployed it, basically. So yeah, it's hello service. And what we now need to do is add our endpoints YAML again. Luckily, the command is still here. Trigger our delivery again. Refresh our screen because we don't want to wait. We're now in the test step, and I'm now crossing fingers and knocking on wood that the test succeeds. Yes! what you see now is that the evaluation actually succeeds with no evaluation performed because we haven't configured anything. But in the next video, I will show you how to do that and also how to install a monitoring solution. But for now, let's go to the production stage, and you can see the approval step here has also automatically passed because the evaluation step has passed. So we've configured it before. If you remember, manual approval here, pass, automatic, warning, manual. And if it's a pass, that's what we had, then it's automatic approved. So yeah, automatically approved and deployed. And what we should see now on our cluster is 3 namespaces with my awesome project. Here we go, dev, QA, and production. And in all of these 3 namespaces, you should see workloads deployed. And I'm just gonna check the production namespace to see, yeah, there is it, there it's running. All right, there you have it. We've deployed the service continuously now. We can update as often as we want. So like there's version 0.1.1, we could now deploy version 0.1.2 using Keptn trigger delivery. Ooh, that was quick that it appeared here. And now obviously it's taking a little bit longer in dev because it's pulling the image, etc. But this is all running, and FYI, this is all running on my local host. This is like a laptop I'm on. I'm using K3D locally, and it's all doing that locally. So yeah. All right, as you can see, things are still continuing here. But I think for this demo and for this video, we're done. Please stay tuned, subscribe, like this video, and in the next video, I will show you how to install Prometheus monitoring with our setup here. And yeah, see you then. Bye-bye.